veteran Chris Boswell, ready to get things going. And off we go from Denver. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Jaleel McLaughlin. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll run. This is McLaughlin. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Cole Holcomb in on the tackle. Here now, 3rd and 5. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left.
Especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Here's Austin to return. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's brought in right side by Pickens. He is in. George Pickens. Touchdown Steelers. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Makes the score Steelers 7, Broncos nothing. Seven nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. There's a short one taken by Ingram. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. In trouble, and down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. That's over the middle to the tight end Ingram. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Open man, right side. He's got it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. That is caught side of the end zone. Devon Vele. Touchdown, Broncos. The kick by Lutz is good. The Broncos will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. First and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there, and that will lead to a second down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
Trying the left side, it is Johnson. Call it a gain of 13. That's a Steeler first down.
Explosive run play, and it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession, using formations, using run game and pass.
Now, faking the give. A ball deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. On for the extra point is Boswell. He's got it. And the Steelers will move out to a 14-7 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A first down throw for Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. On the ground, McLaughlin. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Nix, now to throw it here on first down. He'll take a shot with Mims. And he will score. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver. Lutz for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Broncos will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Oh, the blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Steeler first down. Back to throw. That's caught. Right side, it's Freiermuth. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is caught downfield by Pickens. And he will get into the end zone. George Pickens. Touchdown, Steelers. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Steelers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll come up here first and 10. Here's Nix to throw. The catch made there by Sutton. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Nix now on first and 10. And that ball incomplete.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
Second down. Knicks. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I return to Denver after this. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. He finds his tight end, Ingram. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Nix. He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. He's going to have a Broncos first down. As this defense a little too loose there, giving up 19 yards on 4th down. Throwing is Nix. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down. They'll throw. It's Nix. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Broncos. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's complete. It's Metcalf. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
And he's got another one. George Pickens. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, here's Nix to throw. He's going to send it downfield looking for Ingram.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And this throw batted away and incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And third down coming up.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
So many of these young rookie quarterbacks, they come into difficult situations. We see it year in and year out. They don't have a lot of veteran pieces around them. Maybe their weapons aren't great, but I don't think that's the case for Bo Nix.
Back to throw is Nix. He's going to look for the home run ball. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 20-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. And he brings this back all the way to midfield. They'll motion over Metcalf. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down. A give left side here for Johnson. Finding room to the 20. The speed on display. He's in. Touchdown, Steelers. On for the extra point is Boswell. He gets it to go, and the Steelers will extend this third quarter lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Play action now. It's Nix. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Second and a yard. They send him right out of the slot. Now, a second down throw for Nix. He'll take a shot with Mims. And the Steelers are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's taken in by Connor Hayward. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
They'll run. Johnson. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Now, faking the give. No chance at all. He'll go down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
He makes one man miss, but stop quickly as they hold him to a gain of 1. Here's 2nd and 9. A run here. It's McLaughlin. He makes one man miss, but stop quickly as they hold him to a gain of 1. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's complete. It's McLaughlin. A pickup of 14 on that walk. Good for a Denver 1st down. Mims sent in motion here. A 1st down throw for Nix. That's over the middle to the tight end Ingram. And they'll take this down inside the 35. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be brought down. What will be... Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Nick's gonna throw for it. He'll try to run for it. And that's not gonna work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Down the sideline, past the 45. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 79 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And another score in another good performance after winning the opener on their way to 2-0.
Mike, you can't be 2-0 without being 1-0, and for them to be able to continue to string early wins together in the first part of the year, this is the start that every team dreams about. This is what you work for all offseason long to start your season and build some early momentum. Gives you a lot of flexibility and wiggle room as the rest of this season plays on.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. Now he'll air one out. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He's going to look downfield once again.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Trent Sherfield. Touchdown, Denver. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. The kick is good. Broncos are able to edge a bit closer. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Austin now to return this. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
On 1st down, right back to Johnson. Not much developing there. Short pickup. Down to the 47. Second down and 8. He'll look to throw. He'll let this go for Pickens. That is brought in. That long one's going to bring them first and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Nix now on 1st and 10. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. That'll be batted away, incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Throw it. Nix. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Throwing is Nix. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. A run now with McLaughlin. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll throw. It's Nix. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses.
And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos are able to cut into the deficit. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Austin now to return this. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
They'll drop the throw. He'll let this go for Pickens. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Surtain.
I think he chalked this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
He will air this out, looking for Sutton. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down.
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. One of the Steelers has it. To the 20. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Steelers are able to extend the lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. On first down, here's Nix to throw. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers. They get